Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Halloween. Spooky. Actually, it is a little spooky. I want to talk about what's happening right now. A whole bunch of things. So again, this is my pre-market report on this Thursday, October 31st, 2019. The biggest story right now is the trade deal, the substantial phase one deal that never was. It seems to be falling apart right now. And, you know, I'm going to sit here and defend the president a little bit. China put out a statement that I do not find constructive whatsoever. And this is the same story. China's been, unfortunately, stringing the United States along, stringing President Trump along like a puppy dog or a puppet for quite a long time. Now, this is what I find disturbing with regard to China's statement and the president. I want to read this to you. I want to make sure I get this right. Again, look, all of you know, I give it to the president when I feel like he gets it wrong, which is, obviously quite often. But this is not constructive, what China said. This is a statement from the Chinese officials. Okay, here we go. Chinese officials regarding trade. We have concerns about President Donald Trump's impulsive nature and doubt a long-term trade deal is possible. Now look, yeah, the president can be impulsive at times, but I do not feel, and this is my view here, that China making a statement like this is constructive. It's either number one, the Chinese are trying to piss him off and they know he's going to probably fly off the handle with a public statement like this and they want to show the world. I hope that the president does not take the bait here. Again, President Trump has it right in that we do need some kind of a bilateral trade deal. China has been taking advantage of the United States for quite a long time. But again, I don't know. I just don't like the smell of this. I don't like the way it looks. And I think China's doing this on purpose. I really do. And we do need some kind of action here in our country. We're in a lot of trouble. Again, if we take the word of Donald Trump in 2012, when he said a 1.9% GDP print, in 2012, he said a 1.9% GDP print was an economy in trouble. We just got the same print yesterday, and he said it's the greatest economy ever. Obviously, we need to ignore President Donald Trump's statement here about 1.9 being the greatest economy ever. It's a joke. I can't imagine how anyone's buying that. And we do need to fix our economy. There's no doubt about it. And the other narrative today, which is disturbing, again, is that there's no inflation. I mean, you got to be kidding me. This is just setting it up. Again, look, we already know the Fed is in full-blown QE. And they're expanding it. It's getting larger. It's getting bigger. Yesterday, we found out there's going to be larger asset purchases. We found out the banks are going to be recapitalized to a larger degree. This is all dollar negative. So understand why they are pushing the narrative today that there's no inflation. You must be convinced that there is no inflation, despite what you see. Not only are prices rising, the size of the products are shrinking. They believe that that you're so stupid that you're not seeing this. But again, it's a setup for dollar intervention. Again, this is where I have to go against the president who wants a weaker dollar. Look, he's not pulling the strings. We all know that. But again, people, I really hope, and I think people are. I talk to people every day. I'm a pretty social guy. People are starting to understand the game, the charade, the veil that's being put in front of them, the obstacles, the roadblocks, the look here, don't look here. So again, pay attention to these kinds of things, these setups. No inflation. There's no inflation. So what they're trying to do, again, you have to understand, the media channels, the mainstream financial channels are bought and paid for. They all have a script. They all follow that same script. So that's why you see the same stories on every single channel. Fox Business, Bloomberg, CNBC. No inflation, no inflation. That's the narrative. And they'll maintain that as, again, dollar intervention starts to hit us all right in the pocketbook. Because, again, a weaker dollar means you have to reach deeper in your pocket and take more weaker dollars to buy everything. So that narrative is going to be maintained. But it's no surprise to you. I've explained this to you for a very long time. This is where we are going. This whole phase one, and it's real. This is a real thing with regard to the Federal Reserve. Now they're hyper-nuclear. They're going beyond nuclear, just like I explained to you what happened before it did. I don't pull this stuff out of a hat. But anyway, look, let's just put this together here. Stock futures are under pressure here. I think the statement by China, true or not, is not constructive. And it may be a ploy to get President Trump to blow his stack off. And I really hope the president doesn't take the bait here. Okay? China has been, again, making a mockery of the United States and of this president since he started trying to get us a deal here. And the president is right. We do need to do something about it. But China's obviously holding all the cards here. And they are playing a terrible game. And I'm frankly sick of it. I'm sure most of you are sick of it as well. We all want to see our country succeed. And I don't think there's people out here that honestly want to see a president fail. I don't want to see the president fail. I just outlined for you the nonsensical things that are going on here. The calls for negative rates turn our country into a banana republic. The president knows this is the wrong thing. But again, he's handed a script too. We should be raising rates here, people, not cutting rates. Why are we following the rest of the world down the rat hole here? So we can be competitive? You've got to be kidding me. What are we competing against? Other countries going down the rat hole? This is a game. World central banks putting forth their final freaking solution. You all know that. To become the lenders and buyers of last resort, and we're letting it happen. And here again, so I'll beat up on the president, he's playing right into it. This is not any grand plan here, people, to bring out some kind of a reset. A reset is coming, and the reset is going to be a complete meltdown of the system for which most people are going to be devastated beyond their wildest imaginations. There's no saving grace here for anyone. Anyway, with that said, people, I think this has been an important video. Please share it. Get it out there. Let me know what you think. Do you think that China put out this statement here, basically calling the president unstable before the world as a ploy to make the president fly off the handle? Do you think the president's going to take the bait? Let's hope not. Sincerely, let's all hope not. As American citizens, I think this is a terrible thing. Anyway, with that said, love all of you. See you at the end of the day.